See that? Alright. I did this. That's why it's such a crappy job. Sometimes you try to play until you feel like playing, and sometimes it works, and sometimes you just can't play for shit. Anyways, and I said shit. Kind of giving up on not cussing for a while. As you can see, I put this in. I made a mess of this. This is a genuine 1975 Ibnez Iceman. The only thing that saves my ass is that someone went ahead and painted it, so it's not original. But I went ahead and this wasn't supposed to come out here. This was supposed to come out here. This is in the middle of the wood. I don't know if I like the way this looks. Do you like the way it looks? Tell me. I need answers quick. If you don't like the way it looks, I don't think I like the way it looks. I'm going to rip all the lights out, plug the holes, and have it just how it was, with the mirrors, nice clean, just the mirrors, the Paul Stanley mirrors without the Paul Stanley anything, and then just all white with the chrome and the mirrors and white. I think it looked really beautiful and classy. This is how I friggin' stuck the hole in the back up. One of them 12 gauge things. I murdered this poor thing. Oh, I'm sorry, you beautiful guitar. This is a beautiful, beautiful specimen. They didn't come any better. This is the paint. Whoever did it did a good job, because the paint is excellent, and it's a white pearlescent. I screwed it up. Wait a minute. So, tell me if you think it's worth saving, and if you think it is, I'll take it to my guitar guy, and I'll say, see what I did? Make it look right. And then what I wanted to do was to have the lights under here, so you would see the blue coming through the, you can see it, so you'd see the blue coming through the mirror, or whatever. We'd take the back off, we'd scrape it off, and that way we would see the blue coming out through the mirror, and that would be it. The button would be coming back here. Fill that hole up, or maybe make that the button, since the friggin' hole's there. Use it. I mean, because it goes right from the control knob hole to here. Which is not where I wanted it to go, but I didn't know what I was doing. So, as you can very well tell. But that's that. So, you tell me what you think. Should I keep it? Should I not? And answer me, for crap. I used to answer 1,000. I would get like 1,500 mails or messages and crap a day. I still get a lot of messages. I can't get it. But privately message me. That I'll answer. Or I'll look on there and see what you say. But I'm not gonna, you know. I don't know what's happened, but I go from nothing to 250,000 to nothing. Are people sick of Michael D., the rock legend, already? The damn friggin' CD hasn't come out yet. And it's gonna come out, because I'm gonna make sure of it right now. I'm calling my record company. It's not their fault. It's the singer's fault. And if you want to look up Trey Valentine on Facebook, and you rip him a new hole for screwing this all up, because we had the album ready to go to print, and it was going to be a CD and an album. Plus I got a thing coming out in a book, Road Stories. Mine is The Vampire and the Sea Hag, unfortunately. But all this is on hold, except for this book, until Trey could get his act together and give me the song. Now, so I found another song called Here Comes Trouble that I like, but it's a really bad recording. I'm going to give it to my friend to see if he can master it, you know, clean it up and stuff. But that's where I stand right now. Actually, I don't stand at all. I'm sitting. So I will talk to you girls later. And you know what? I was just thinking of something. I was reading this book. I've been reading Nikki's book, the one about his photography. You know, he's not as messed up as he likes people to think he is. He's actually a very, very normal, down-to-earth guy. I used to talk to him at the back and after the shows. Tommy would be chasing girls. Vince, if his girlfriend slash mother of his kid was there, he would leave immediately with her. If she wasn't there, he would grab a girl or two and go, and they'd go to the apartments, and then, you know. But I never went because I was a 17-year-old boy. I had no reason to go to the apartments. I didn't do drugs, I didn't drink, and I certainly didn't want to have sex in front of Molly Crew. So, or with, but they weren't like that. So I would sit, and Mick hated the whole thing. So I would sit, me and my friend, and talk to Mick for hours. But Nikki would also hang out backstage and talk to fans, the fans that would make it backstage. And we were like regulars, me and my friend. We were at every single show from the time they played. Well, we weren't backstage at that. The first time we got backstage was at Roxy in Hollywood. And it was like the first time they played the Roxy, so it was a big deal. So they had shirts made up with little cartoon characters, and of course we bought them. I still have mine, and it's probably worth a mint now. And that was the first time, and we talked to, you know, about bands, about Kiss, about Alice, about what he thought about Randy Rhoads, because he just was killed, and you know, he knew him fairly well. Nicky did. And he said, you know, man, it was a loss. And that, you know, that when they were in, actually, this is later on, when he was in, they were touring Canada. And while they were up in Canada, Ozzy was up in Canada touring at the same time. And, something happened where, you know, a fight broke out and Molly wasn't allowed to play, so they decided to throw all the furniture out the window, which for a big band is alright. You can afford it. For a band that has an album out on an independent label and hasn't got the money and had all their costumes taken away at the border, not a good idea. So that cost them a lot of money to throw all the TVs and everything. I think they threw the bed, the TV, everything out. But Randy and Rudy came over to the motel or hotel or whatever it was to visit with them, and they're like, "Oh, I hate it here. It's screwed up. And it's snowing. We hate it. It sucks. We just want to get back to LA and, you know, start on our, you know, demos for new stuff and all this crap." And get their new costumes, obviously, because they're gonna need them. And that's when they came out with started wearing the platform type boots, and Nikki had the red leather pants, and they did they came back Satanist. They went away like street punk type, cool Motley Crue, you know, like Too Fast for Leather, and came back the beginnings of Shout at the Devil. And I remember, because I'm like, holy crap, who's this band? They look friggin' cool. I thought, I'm like, they look friggin' cool. And they were giving away pictures, and I got one, you know. It's a little picture with them standing, and, you know, Nicky's holding a smoke bomb, and there's a pentagram in the background, and Vince has got a sword, and Mick's just looking mean, and Tommy's jerking off. Whatever, and they look cool, and that was the beginning of a really cool look, because to me, their ultimate coolness was Shout at the Devil. That video, Looks to Kill, they look so friggin' cool. No band, Kiss, look like clowns compared to them. They look so cool in that video. No band has even come close since or before. Even Alice at its coolest never looked that cool. Nobody at their coolest looked that cool. Motley Crue looks so friggin' cool for Shout at the Devil. No one will ever come, not even them. They could. I mean, put Vince on a friggin' crash diet. Just say, dude, you're not eating. I know you own restaurants, but we're sewing your friggin' lips shut. You're gonna get skinny. You're gonna work out. You're gonna get that stomach back. And you're gonna friggin' fit into that outfit. And you guys are all gonna put on your shout. And Tommy, you're either gonna wear a wig or start growing your hair out and be a friggin' real rocker instead of this friggin' this DJ rap fag rocker douche that he's become. Fucktard, as Nicky would say. Nicky thinks he gets into that. His drummer he plays with one every night. So, you know, once he fixes that guy, he's fine, because Nicky is fine. He knows what he's doing. He's not dumb. Everything is well crafted and planned out. Everything in that book, everything in the songs, the music, the albums, everything. Even though I wish they didn't change, I wish they would have kept Shout at the Devil for like 3 albums, but I mean that look, but they didn't. They went into the way too glam, crappy glam Theater of Pain, and then they went to biker Motley, which was a good album, and Wild Side is great, Girls, 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 great, Dance on Glass, great. You know, they had some, you know, high points, that's for darn sure, but other than that, and then Dr. Feelgood, you know, they're sober, so everybody thinks, oh, everything's great, and they had the most hits on that album, unfortunately, than any other album, when every song, except for like one, in my opinion, on Shout at the Devil, kicked ass. But, you know, and everybody else thinks so too. Even Moby, that goofball, thinks that is one of the greatest albums ever recorded. But Cruz keeps trying to re-record Dr. Feelgood, and the only good song on Dr. Feelgood is Dr. Feelgood. All the rest of them suck. All the rest, and the last song is horrifying. It's a complete rip-off of Mott the Hoople or whatever the hell. So, ugh, I hate them. Anyways, you know, I did like the last album, Saints of L.A. or whatever. That was a good album. It had 6 good songs, and that was a good time in my life. Everything was going good, marriage going good, had a nice house, great paying job, nice car. Used to cruise up to Utah every week to my house with my friend and his BMW, and we'd listen to tunes and just friggin' talk, and he was the one we'd go backstage with every Motley Crue show, and we had to just talk about the old times. I'd bring my guns and shoot them off. It was great. And then everything went to shit. He finds out his wife is a whore. Actually, he called her a cum dumpster. I find out my wife is just plain stupid, crazy, and an idiot, and she divorced me so I would come up and live with her. So I would... She divorced me so I would quit my job that was paying all our bills, because she wasn't bringing in nothing. And she wanted me to quit the job so we'd have no money, no way to pay our house bills, no way to pay any bills. And she had a car bill, she had a freaking car she had to pay for, I had to pay for, a house, food, electricity, water, her stupid ass fat cat, everything. She just didn't think. She was an idiot. She thought I was doing all sorts of crap I wasn't doing. She thought I was doing drugs. I wasn't doing any drugs. I mean, she thought I was taking painkillers for my back. I hadn't taken them in 2 years, and she was still on that trip. And then she lies to everybody, says I was looking at all porn. I don't look at porn. To me, porn is the stupidest ass crap in the world. That's like looking at a piece of pizza. That's a hot looking piece of pizza. If I want a piece of pizza, I'm going to go get a piece of pizza. I'm not going to look at a picture of a piece of pizza. That's stupid. That's what porn is to me. It's stupid. I'm going to go get it. So, that the hell with all this. I'm done. Alright? That's my bitching for today. Guitar and a lot of bitching. I'll see you at Flappers coming up. Flappers Comedy Club, midnight, either next week or the week after. I'll let you know. And if you want to see me, I already appeared there before, and it's on YouTube, so find it. It's called CHAG, Flappers something, Flappers Comedy Club, Michael D. Because I didn't want some people to see me do it, because it's kind of a gross story. But, hey, half of my life's a gross story, especially my second marriage. Bang.